this area, this creek here, was in an area right near my house where I grew up. I did have one odd experience. No more maps, no more satellite maps because someone's following me. I don't really want that. I saw him on the side of the road the other day with a camera in his hand. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, there's one of the plot watchers and he's facing up there on the side of the bridge. Okay, so there's both the audio recorders. They are both now stereo. One's on VOR and one's going 24/7. Yeah, we'll see what happens with them. There's the other plot watcher and he's just facing up the creek. Something might come past, something might not. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Well, we didn't get anything on the plot watchers but the lights and another approach to the recorders. This recording you're about to hear was very late on the second morning, which makes me think they're not in the immediate vicinity. Morning. The direction you can see there, that's where we got that approach, but it was 2 days until we got some action. So that's down that side, and I had a look on the map this morning and last night, and the most likely direction that something else would be is in a valley down this way. So it's probably going to be about a kilometre walk. We'll walk down to the valley over through here. There seems to be a bit of this going on. Small trees snapped off. I'm not saying it's super unusual, but there's quite a number of them around here. We'll just have a bit of a scout around and try and find the other ones that I saw. And there's one there. That's at about 6.5 foot off the ground. You can see the remnants of the tree there. Might be something, might be nothing, I don't know. There's another one. That's more like 7 or 8 foot. But the actual tree itself, the remnants aren't anywhere. There's no tree on the ground, or the leftovers from that, so a little unusual, maybe, don't know. Let's keep going. You can see there was a grub in there somewhere. Yeah, that's definitely a grub hole. Yeah, it's been snapped off, torn off more by the looks of it. I'll just keep my hand behind it because it won't focus, but there you go. That's looks like it's been done in the last 3 or 4 days, maybe. So there might be something around here. Well, there's the audio recorders. They both now have 16 gigabyte SD cards, and God knows why I didn't do this before. I bet I've been missing out on a lot because they're not always in the area or in the immediate vicinity, and it might take them a couple of days to find the electronics or to stumble across them. So we should get a week out of those now instead of just a few days. So I'm putting them in this area here. It's very open. It's hidden. I lived in this area for 10 years and I didn't even know this was here. I'd be camping here if I wanted to hide out. Very protected. And the other thing why we've got the recorders up here is because down in the gully there is so much insect activity, it's almost deafening. So we could be missing stuff, and there's a lot of leaves and sticks up here, so we should hear something coming in from a fair way. So we'll go and set up the other stuff. Well, there's one of the plot watchers, and he's just facing up the creek. God knows what we'll get. Probably get nothing. Anyway, I'll set up the other one. Well, there's the other one, and he's facing that away. So, as I keep saying, I don't expect to get anything. But anyway, over through there, and I'll just try and zoom in, are the recorders. So they're well and truly out of the road. There's no cameras anywhere near them or facing them or anything. So these big fellas can come in and have a good look around if they want, or a poke at the recorders. So let's get out of here. I'm almost at the gear down in the valley here, but I just heard something very heavy running through that way. Yeah, I've got some extra protection since I speared myself. Anyway, yeah, something's running that way, and then a moment later something started running across this way. So whatever it is, there's something down there, and we're probably a couple of 100 metres from where all the gear is, so we'll have to keep an eye open. I'm definitely being watched by something up there. So we got all the gear, and we're going to leave a little thank you, because they probably really don't like us at all. So there you go, fellas. We'll take everything home and see what we got. I reckon we'll have something by the sounds of that. Anyway, we'll get out of here. Well, we did get something, and when I say we, I mean you and I. You're with me on my hikes, and we make the discoveries together. So we found some stuff. Nothing fantastic on the plot watchers as usual, but some interesting audio, which is about as close as I'm going to get for the moment. Firstly, a walk past on the first night. Then what sounds like wood knocking. Then some more interest on the second night. And then some howling. I really thought I had something here, but it's just a dingo. Pretty creepy, hey? So the game's over in this area, so we've moved again. Morning. I think I've lost the element of surprise where we were yesterday and during the last week. So we've gone up the road probably 4 or 5 kilometres to another area that seems to be a good spot, or out of the way, or a little secluded area. So we're going to duck down to the valley down here and park our gear, and right now is the time when I'm going to get footage, if there's anything around. It's going into the new areas is where I hope to get some footage. But anyway, we'll go down here and plant the gear. I just found a skull, and you can see the picture here. These, you can see it's got 2 teeth there at the front, and there they are there, but they're missing in this one though. So that, you can see these ones here match these almost identically. So that is a wombat, believe it or not. There you go. Well, there's the audio recorders, and we are now getting 500 hours out of them, so that's 5 days. And when I get back here, the batteries are dead, and we've used 3/4 of the memory, which is ideal, so I can't squeeze any more out of these. And I've wrapped them in their little pouches, so they might keep a bit warmer, and we might squeeze a few more hours out of them. Anyway, we'll head down to the gully and set up some cameras. Well, there's both the cameras, the Moultrie and the Plot Watcher. They're both facing down into the gully, and it looks like there's a trail running through here and up the hill, and it looks quite worn, so God knows what we're going to get. Probably nothing. 16 minutes after I left, there seemed to be some thumping, crashing or smashing noises. I think we found another cranky one. On the first night, whatever it is comes back for a look and still sounds cranky. On the second night, it comes back again for a run by. On the third night, he does another run past. Then he comes in for a closer look. Now on the fourth day, there's something in the trees pulling off a branch. The interesting part is the amount of time it takes for the branch to hit the ground. Are these creatures living high in the trees, or are the trees part of their habitat? On the fourth night, there seems to be some communication with stick tapping or wood knocks. Now all through the week there seemed to be some clicking, clopping, clumping noises, clacking noises, and I've caught this before at the mountaintops. Is this a primitive form of communication? I'm starting to think it is.